comedy show. My name is Mark, and I'll be one of your hosts and performers for the next hour of anime-inspired comedy madness. For those of you who don't know, the 404's team was founded way back in 2003. And over the years, from our bases in Alberta and Ontario, we performed at all sorts of anime conventions and fan conventions all over Canada and the United States, a little bit of everywhere. I was in Japan a few years ago, performed there. That was pretty cool. And we're extremely happy to be back at OdaFest to perform with you guys and being part of today's program. So thank you very much to OdaFest for bringing us back in. Now, before we get any further, I'd like to introduce our team for tonight's show. We have a mix of great performers based, like I said, from our teams here in our Alberta West Side team, as well as our Ontario-based East Side cast. Go ahead, guys, say hi.
Hi, I'm Cicely. I'm from the Ontario East Side cast.
Hello, gorgeous people. Tom here from Edmonton.
Hi, I'm Kieran from Edmonton.
Hi, I'm Mames from Ontario.
Oh, and I am Ryan. I defected from Edmonton to Calgary. Because Calgary's better, because that's where OdaFest is.
The anime film guys listening? Oh, whatever. I'm Mark, and I am actually here in Calgary too, so really glad to be joining you guys. So, to introduce what the 404s do, we specialize in improv comedy, improvised comedy. Everything you see in here tonight will be completely off the top of our heads. There's no script. We have no idea what's going to happen. We will, however, rely on suggestions from you in our audience tonight to inspire the scenes and sketches you're going to be seeing. So we do all sorts of different formats, but tonight we're going to be playing some classic improv games, some of which you may have seen before, but some of which are certainly going to be new to you all as well. And let's just jump in, guys. So what we've done is we've asked our social media, along with OdaFest, to ask the social media people out there in Twitter and Instagram land for the first suggestions for our first couple of games. And we're going to be asking you guys watching right now to suggest the scenes, suggest the ideas for scenes that are coming up. But for the first couple of ones, we're going to go from our Twitter first and our Instagram first here. So sorry about that. And I'm going to make sure this is going back up here. There you go. That's my logo. Okay, so our first game is called Questions Only. And what happens here, this game is for everybody. And we're going to start with Cicely and Tom, guys. So it's going to start with you, but everyone's going to be participating. So what's happening here is that we're going to start with Cicely and Tom improvising a scene, but they can only speak in questions. All their dialogue has to be in the form of a question. If they can't speak in the form of a question, or if they say or and, or it just takes too long, well, someone's going to buzz them out, and then the next person down the line is going to take their place, and they're just going to keep on going. Okay? So as we get started here for you two, we asked the social media via OdaFest the question, what part of the in-person OdaFest experience do you miss the most? And we got a ton of answers back. It was really cool. We got people missing the cosplay, missing the vendors hall. For some reason, a bunch of people were missing singing "Don't Stop Believing" in the hallways. Not sure exactly what that meant, but we're going to set along, guys. The thing that people have missed the most about OdaFest is a maid cafe. Okay, so Cicely and Tom, you're going to start off in the maid cafe. Questions only. Off you go.
Can I get some tea for you, sir?
You have it in those fancy little cups?
Do you want one with a puppy or a kitty?
I put a little hat on either the puppy or the kitty.
Did you bring your own hat, sir?
Does it come? It's too small.
Dang.
They expect us to fit in these clothes.
I don't know why they gave you the prettier outfit. That wasn't a question.
Oh my god, did you feel so fancy in our uniforms?
Yeah, but do you think the heels are a little bit tall?
Ooh, are you gonna be able to walk in those?
Do you think first aid is nearby?
How badly did you twist your ankle?
Really badly.
Ooh.
Ding, right.
Excuse me, can I get some service over here?
Yes, what would you like?
Do you have anything with, like, orange in it?
Ding.
Ding.
peppermint in your tea?
Is the tea fresh?
Do you think it's still fresh after 45 minutes?
Did you make the tea yourself?
I can add heat by stirring it really hard.
Oh, my question.
You think Senpai's noticed me?
Which senpai is yours?
The tall one with black hair, and that's not a question.
Have you seen my apron?
Was that the one that you got the mustard all over?
Do you think the hostess would be mad at me if it was?
Did you bring your spare apron?
Do I look like I have room for a spare anything?
No.
When's the last time you've cleaned that apron?
When did Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood air?
You can't remember that far back?
Can you remember what you ate for breakfast this morning?
Did I even have breakfast this morning?
Did you have breakfast this morning?
I don't know.
That's it. And scene. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you, everybody. That was a great round. Okay, moving on.
Mark, I just want to let you know that chat has been singing "Don't Stop Believing" line for line right now. Just so you know.
So wholesome.
All right, everybody. Okay, we'll get everyone to sing the thing at the end of the show. How's that? Okay, moving on. Our next game is going to be called Every Other Line. But before that, I want chat to please start sending suggestions for our game after that. And for that game, we need you to suggest for us an occupation or a particular item or a kind of a person. It's really anything, any sort of noun. And because we're going to ask for ideas for a sentence that goes 99 something, and we want you to fill that word in something. So any sort of noun, an occupation, a person, place, a thing, it doesn't really matter. It can be really specific, it can be broad. Just throw that into the chat. We're going to have our suggestions here to go at the beginning of our next game. Okay? So while we're waiting for that, we're going to be playing our next game, which is Every Other Line. This is for Mames, Evan, Tom, and Sicely. So in this particular game, while Evan Tom this time can say whatever he wants, Mames and Sicely are going to be limited to reading every other line of dialogue out of a manga that they happen to have with them. So Sicely and Mames, what manga do you have?
I have volume 17 of Fruits Basket.
Hey, Spastic.
I have the final volume of Death Note, so watch out for out-of-context spoilers.
Super different energy.
Tom, of course, can say whatever he wants. Okay,
I'll try.
Yeah. So for this game, we went to our social medias with OdaFest again, and we asked the question, aside from anything Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, or Star Trek, what TV show, game, or movie do you think should be made into an anime? And we got a lot of interesting suggestions back from there. We have Life is Strange, the game, The Office, and we had Among Us. But really, I'm going to go, why don't you guys go do an Every Other Line scene of an anime based on the Netflix show Bridgerton. And remind you that this is a family-friendly show. So please, the anime version of Bridgerton, Every Other Line, off we go.
Never confess.
Well, I don't expect you to, but I would imagine that I could probably weasel the information out of you.
What do you mean?
I know that you have had secret rendezvous.
I know I'll never be the same. Shook my world so hard again. Wish I washed away my sins. He's a dead man walking, blank stare in his eyes. Should have given up on the ones I trust. Never should have been surprised when they shot him